What's going on, guys? It's Corrupt. So recently, War Kings just had a random war against an Asian clan, and they did win, and we're going to see a few of their 11v11 hits. They are pretty incredible, I will say, after the nerf to Infernos. And we're going to be checking out number 8, Warjack, facing off against the top Town Hall 11. Now, you notice that he is using bowler spam. Pretty well known in this. There's a few more. He does have a few more hits that I might not commentate over, but overall you can kind of see where he's headed. He's already placing down those spells, places down 2 healers, and same on the other side as well. And then all he does really is use the remaining bowlers and the giants in the CC plus the heroes to basically get the job done. And this was a pretty good attack, I will say. I was a little bit stuttering, but hey. So you can see single target Infernos, definitely a new meta, but still cannot stop bowler spam. With a base like this, I do feel that there will be less anti-2 stars and more anti-3 stars at Town Hall 11, especially given the fact that basically Town Hall 11 has become the new 10. So we're just gonna see, basically there's nothing else left on the outside. It's just in the core, and you have all the heroes still up, I do believe. I think the king is still up. Unless he died. No, he did die. But all you have is the queen and warden. You still have the queen's ability. Gonna take out that eagle, which is really important. And basically, that is the base. So we'll double time it. And you can just see like just how devastating bowler spam is going to be now in the current meta. And definitely tell that it was just a really good attack overall. Definitely good. There wasn't really much that can stop it. You still have healers on these heroes, especially on the warden. Very good. Pops that ability, and that is a GG right there for Warjack. So number 8 hitting a number 1. That is really incredible. We're gonna go down to number 2 being 3-starred by King Daddy. Definitely funny name. But anyways, you can see here that he puts a rage just to see if there were any air traps, which is really, really good. Puts down his bowlers and healers, and then puts down CC giants. Does wall break in. The base is kind of interesting. It does have single target Infernos. This base would also be really good to hit with a goboho, especially since a kill squad could probably get up into that eagle artillery and get a lot of value. But he did this quite efficiently, I will say. He freezes the eagle because there's no need now for freeze on Infernos anymore. That basically, look at the core, it is being devastated by giants and the heroes. It was basically an easy 3-star nonetheless. Very, very good attack. If Infernos never got nerfed, it would have been an extremely hard base to hit. But ever since the Inferno nerf, I definitely think that Town Hall 11 has definitely become a little bit easier, especially base design wise. And just see some troll Teslas and just a few more buildings up here, and that is it. That is that raid. So we are going to be taking a look at number 7's hit. We're going to be looking at King Daddy attacking another base, and it's another anti-2-star base. Definitely you can tell by the Infernos being a multi and being more towards the outside. An interesting base layout nonetheless. But other than that, we do have another witch spam attack, and definitely you can tell here, just drops everything, doesn't even drop the minion. He's going to be using that for cleanup. and just look at just look at everything that's in the core right now. It is just pandemonium. Good use of words by me. But also there's a lava hound in that CC, but not a problem. The queen will target on to that hound, but that is completely okay, as you can just see the devastation that bowlers will bring, especially with the new Town Hall 11 game. Look at that. Those bowlers over there are going to actually break that wizard tower and avoid getting any splash damage, which is crazy. I think that is awesome. So there you go. That is pretty much the raid. Just clean up, basically. You do have just a Tesla over here, but that is fine, as they will get this job done. So good work, King Daddy, for second hit. Or first, depends. We're going to be looking at Warjack hitting number 11. So this is a little bit of a dip. As you can tell, he's a little bit rushed. Definitely a lot because of heroes, if you look. He's going to break, use a wall breaker. Going to break there. He is going to I'm not entirely sure, but let's see what he does. Oh, and he's also going to break up here using the rest of his wall breakers. Let's just zoom out to see what he's doing. He will drop a jump and a rage, and I assume a rage on each corner. He's going to drop a mass amount of bowlers as they just destroy that air defense. They're just going to immediately crush that other air defense on the other side, and then drop his healers, drop his giants, and drop his heroes as well as the rest of his bowlers, and there is the funnel that is created. That is an amazing funnel, basically, and this is something that I think a lot of people should definitely learn, especially at Town Hall 11. Looking at the whole funnel as a whole, definitely a good funnel, and bases like this should definitely not be hard to beat at all. With a funnel like that. Even if the heroes are high level, it should definitely be 3-star if you do that. It was definitely a good plan. Again, these are even though these aren't league, these guys are really heavy in war, so these guys will 100% be able to just obliterate basically anything. These guys are just doing really good. They did have a few 2-stars, but I mean, hey, Town Hall 11 is, again, still pretty difficult. As I said, it is the new 10. So, necessarily, but they did a really good job on clearing up some of these 11s. Definitely some rushed 11s, I will say. But other than that, there you go. That is the raid. Just had some cleanup, and that's it. That is a GG right there for Warjack on his first or second hit. And we're going to be going off and seeing number 15 get hit by King J. It's another dip, another 11. Again, another very rushed base. You can kind of tell by definitely the queen. Using a Quad Quake Bow Witch. This is technically still bowler spam, but it is a Bow Witch, and we're seeing a lot more Bow Witch. Bow Witch is extremely strong, especially now in current meta. So definitely, players should 100% be looking at this base. Uses those rage wall breakers to break in. Look at those. They still have 2 left, and they're even going to break into the other compartment. Drops a rage. Doesn't even need a heal for this. He does put down a poison to deal with those loons. And basically just look how many troops that there are in that core of the base. Look at the heroes. Look at that golem, still full health and ready. Look at that, and it's gonna even get to full health. It's still healthy, so it is just gonna tank forever. That level 7 golem, I think, is an extremely strong troop. Really good addition to Town Hall 11, making Town Hall 11v11 a lot easier. And when it was added before the nerf to Infernos, I think it was still a really good thing to have, especially for lower levels. Does hit a double giant bomb, gets that one bowler gets wrecked. But other than that, he still gets the job done with only a few bowlers, his warden, and still a giant and a golem. And another one hits that one, hits the giant and the bowler, but definitely not enough to ruin the raid. And that is it. That is it for the raid. There was just a sneaky hut, but he was able to clearly do it with ease. Next one will be number 17, hitting, will be El Capitan, or the El Captain. I thought it was El Capitan. By hitting this base, very interesting. I haven't seen Inferno Tower islands like that, so definitely an interesting look of the base. Now, this is a hog attack, and I think this is really good to show how strong these Town Hall 11 hogs really are. You can see him using a queen walk into a mass hog. Has a few witches, I assume for cleanup, but maybe not. Kills the CC, which was just a bunch of wizards. Definitely, this clan wasn't that good at putting CCs together for their bases, so. But you can just see the devastation basically out of just these, and look at the funnel that's created basically. And see, I knew that there were bowlers. Will wall break in for his bowlers, and he will get tons of value. Breaks even to the second compartment, and that's really good, as we can see here. Bowlers will not walk, but instead walk around. The Inferno did lock onto that queen, but the queen did successfully put on the did cloak her ability, and she will get that other queen. It will be a trade. But as you can see right here, here come the hogs, a mass amount of hogs, even dodging that giant bomb, and just look at them go, just look at that, and that heal is just going to murder, well, not murder, but basically healing up all those hogs. I don't know why I said that. But definitely that Inferno won't murder any of the hogs. The skeletons won't even do anything to those hogs. Another giant bomb, but it's under a heal already. And basically that is it for the raid. You still have a lot of troops to clean up, including hogs. Kill those skeletons. And there's one lone hog in that town hall, but everything will redirect to that town hall. And that is the end. Good job, El Captain. We're going to look at two more raids. We're going to be looking at 18. Bullfrog hitting 18. Another attack using bowlers, but again, they are using hogs. This is going to be a goboho. This is definitely a really strong strategy. Again, a lot of these strategies I'm showing are bowler attacks at the Town Hall 10, mainly at Town Hall 11, just to show how strong they are. Look at that. CC 2 level 7 golems, one the CC, one in the army, and just look at the devastation that is going on right there. Just chaos basically. And they are actually going to get a lot of stuff in that core. They got the CC, they got the queen, and the queen is still at full health. And you can just see, look at the hogs go basically. So look at them go under a heal. They are just going to get healed up. Not even a giant bomb will do anything to them. And I think this was pretty much a solid raid. We're going to 2 times this just to show like it is just pretty much done. You have the queen already. The only thing that's left in that core is the DE. I bet this person was just using a DE base just to use in war. Probably because they're in farm wars, but look at the mass amount of hogs that he has. I'm just going to clean up the rest of these buildings, and that is done. Good job, Bullfrog. And we're going to look at one more. War Kings attacking their 19, again by Bullfrog. And we are going to see another very interesting base. This is a 10.5. Doesn't have his eagle, so you can tell. But Again, these guys are engineered, and another Go Hobo by Bullfrog. Definitely a really solid strategy. Gonna send in those wall breakers right there, but they might not get in, so he did have a wall breaker fail. Was forced to jump, and watch those bowlers go in with the rage spell, and they are just going to tear up. They're going to lure that CC, they're going to kill that queen. Both Infernos are locked on to the kill squad, but it is not going to be enough, as they do get the queen still. The CC goes down, and the queen, the bowlers do get, and they pretty much carved a nice C out of the base, and basically that is done. The entire base was done after those Infernos went down as well. Just making this, and look at that kill. Look at that zone right there. That kill zone, but wasn't enough. There's a lot of DPS right there, but was healed over by those hogs. Definitely a smart place to put that there. But other than that, it was a good attack. Able to swag that queen's ability, and that is it. Wasn't really a swag, mainly meant to kill the king, but there was no other defenses left. And that is basically it. If you guys do want to join the Circle of Clans, it'll be down in the description. If you guys want to join my Discord server, it'll be also down in the description. And that is basically it. I will see you guys here next time. See ya.